meter should be maxed out then.
Well, in essence.
In essence,
In
yeah.
essence.
Loading up on the game number 2, ladies and gents. It feels like a very gritty Omega coming into this game.
Earlier it was 28 minutes, and with this time, knowing that we also have, or for both teams, we have sustained. Definitely, we won't be seeing much of a heavy team fight at first, depending on the rotation. And we could see 3 flickers for Omega. Oh, even for AP Bren, even if there is a Minotaur
Yep.
for their side. And even on the emblem, so this time around it's more sustain plus damage for Terizla. But mobility and, yeah, Festival of Blood for Paquito.
Yo,
Very excited about that.
how can you say I'll just dodge the ults instead of leaning into it? This is how AP Bren does it, man.
That's just how they do, yo. Especially with right now with the speed being given by the Rafaela, it is a very good
Uh-oh,
possibility.
Matt very low. This is not where you want to be. He's a little too
Oh!
deep in. Oh, he's trying to get away. This is like the great escape.
Woo!
And
Dodging out.
he gets away.
Gets
Although
it
I
out.
think Super Marcus is prepared though.
Nope.
Okay.
Big sigh of relief there from the
Oh.
Barangays. You can hear it here on the venue.
That's amazing. All right, fair enough. If that was me, if I was the boss, I'd be dead.
For sure. So Matt definitely has some movements here. Greatest idol
Oh wow.
of all time. 400 games played. A first here for Few.
This
Agent-
is just for MPL Philippines. How about
Right.
for the Screams? How many games did the Few play in totality of
Yo,
his
he's
career?
He's been racking them up since 2018, man. He's been playing since season 1.
That's right. 2018, one of the first ever dominant players in the game as well.
Rockhard was there.
Yes, that's
knows.
true.
During the, yeah, you were there. And even
Way to
on your
point it out.
Leomord era. Anyway.
Anyway,
He was a witness.
You were a witness
Here
of
we
the
go.
history.
Fun
Turtles
time.
up. Astral Echo from Ethelmas. And the big old bomb from Kyle Easy helping them score. And the knock-up onto Matt. And they'll disengage. AP Brent taking their time, but it's a win nonetheless.
yeah, they're taking these objectives with conviction here, making sure that Omega knows that they lost out in these objective trades, and I love that coming in from AP Bren.
Stats don't lie for Smart Omega as well, because 22% I think for Turtle objective take. Say for AP Bren, it's really more their consistency on how they will take down objectives, and they're actually prepared if there is an aggression from the side of AP Bren,
Oh.
which
They got it.
They got it.
Matt stole away the purple, but at what cost?
That's something.
Coming in with a penalty zone, flickering in. Flap Easy wants to get him, and Super Marco helping serve up a first blood to Kyle.
I'm not sure if that was super worth. Was that worth a first blood with a buff take? I don't know. What do you think?
it's not really that effective because this is a Baksha, and yeah, you want Baksha to actually be just rolling over the map, getting all those jungles, and in an instant, Kalti was able to take, or they are ready, if ever, for this orange buff. So one reason as to why Etomas and even Chaknu was
Ooh.
on this side, just to protect the orange buff.
So he could have had it all, strolling in the D.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's nice.
Interesting.
Oh,
But no, it didn't work out. Was not able to get away.
I'm trying to remember the next line after that.
Oh,
there it is.
they are bearing down on Super Marco. There's no way he was going to survive that. Chakmu spent the flicker. Few steals away. I am you, you or me. And now, Omega controlling the gold lane.
Yeah, they're just forcing a kill against the Supermarket, and they're forcing Kelra to be on the lead in terms of their laning for this one, because again, the strength of Omega is having Kelra on a double laning. And look at the division for Chakno, classic 2 steps ahead vision, but Few and
Of
even
course.
Owen is here as well.
Oh, might fall victim here because he's playing with fire here. You cannot underestimate that Terrify coming in for the Valentina. It really will throw you off your game. Chaknu very well knows it. Turtle gonna be danced off here.
Oh, this is the blitz. They're looking for it. Penalty zone put up by Flap Teasy just to make sure AP Brent secures clean second turtle for Kyle.
Yeah, no turtles taken yet for this whole game for Omega at the very least. I'm not sure.
For the whole game, for the whole game.
For the whole series so far.
For the whole series, right?
Did they get a Lord? They got one, right? They get,
No.
No, they also didn't get one.
They didn't get one.
That's
yes.
interesting.
Because sometimes if Kaltisi wasn't,
Oh!
wait,
Woo!
if Kaltisi wasn't able to secure a retribution for them, it was actually few and the other players.
Right.
Oh, wait.
Holy
Oh!
baptism coming in.
Chaknu!
Ogwin trying to punish Chaknu. He's forced to use a Minoan Fury, and now not enough stacks coming in from Super Marco. They're going to bear down on this big
It's the
old
full
bull. Chaknu holding on for dear life. Matt rolling out. Ogwin's very low. Poisson's coming in from Smart Omega's rookie. They back out.
High level of ML play for both, because sometimes it's
Love
an
it.
entry for a team fight, but the discipline for both teams are really high. Even if they saw some players of Omega, and even Omega, they didn't force a team fight at the bottom lane because they are fully aware that they're still lacking in terms of damage, and they wanted to have Keldra's lane be safe. Now for AB Prime, what's effective for them is the split pushes or the cutting of minion wave that Ryota does for their team, because Flaptizi is needed for every setup play as compared to a Paquito.
Yeah, I'm surprised we haven't actually seen a lot of plays from Ryota. Ryota picks up a Paquito, you expect some fireworks. Right now, I'm looking for that. Just not seeing it. What does that say about Omega, though? What are they trying to do here?
For Smart Omega, they just wanted to open up the lane on the XP lane, because look at that. Since Flaptizi is always part of the team fight or initiation for Apbr, there is space for Ryota. Oh wait, Matt's
We'll talk about that later. After Apbr are done with Matt, or Matt is done with them, forcing out an early Poissons as the turtle spawns.
Ooh, that's big.
Final turtle of the game. Astral Echo stolen away by few. Turtle at less than half health here. They're gonna blast it. They're gonna blitz it. And they see him. Ogwin scores the turtle. Dear Lord. Count easy with the taunt and the penalty zone and the holy baptism. Everything but the kitchen sink thrown out to the barangay. They answer back with the Nibiru's passion. Matt gets popped by few with an assist from Marco. Apbr with a win.
You know what? What's interesting for both junglers? Okay, a lot of thought in my mind. Yeah, for the cooldown. Okay, we have 12 seconds for KLTZ and we have 16, 15 seconds for Mac. So that's a huge difference in terms of when you used your retribution. So I don't know how I will say this, but yeah, there's really a huge factor for that, and even for Apbr. Owen was the one that was able to secure that, the turtle, and Omega. It's gonna be crucial for them. Apbr, they just need to continue what they're doing.
The retribution games are essentially becoming like a mind game here, because
Yep.
not all the retributions are right on the docket.
Yeah, it's less about the mechanics this time around between Kyle, TZ, and Matt. It's more of where they are mentally
Yeah.
and where they want to follow through with what they're about to get from the big objectives.
Woo, nice use, yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, this is not the second time, or this is not the first time rather, that Apbr, when there was a secured objective, it's not the junglers that was able to secure even on game number 1. So again, this is the story now of Smart Omega having Ryota go for the split push and somehow protect all the lanes that they still have. But speaking of protect top lane,
Oh, Matt here trapped between 3 members and the holy baptism and everything thrown out to take down the Baksha, while Ryota, y'all were looking for a bang. Here he is working down bottom. Flaptizi tries to catch Kelra. Chaknu here, the backup, keeping them where they need to be as the general of the Atoy army gets his way.
That's a pretty big bang. That's 2 towers taken up on bottom. It's a bang bang. That's a bang. Oh, that's a bang bang.
it's a bang bang.
I completely agree. I concur.
I believe for Smart Omega, they will have Ryota now as part of their lineup, and of course Flaptizi to be not part of the execution, because there is a gap level 10 as compared to level 11. So, yep, Apbr, they just need to keep an eye on this Paquito and protect Super Marco at all costs.
Nice try on the Novatrix hit here for Kelra and Itomax.
Whoa! Ogwin here uses his flicker, gets popped. Matt slays him, and now forced to use the Baksha's ult, but not gonna happen here as Super Marco slays him. It's a big trade jungler for a roamer as the dance continues.
Look at Atoy right there.
Woo!
Atoy R, he's on the turret.
Again, for this one, there could be a diversion of attention because of that play from Atoy R, and he could be part of this lineup, by the way. Look at Chaknu.
Lord's very low. Kelra, the Filipino savage, stole it away. And there's no way for Apbr to punish them. If anything, they're still clogging up the holes that the Ryota have left.
Just when Omega really, really needed it, who else comes up clutch? It is the Filipino Savage.
And it was a skill shot. That's also what's interesting for Killer during that time. Now, Omega, since they have the Lord, all they need to do is to flow again the top lane. So this is what Ryota is doing. So because of that split pushes, he is actually the player that has the highest gold for this match. So AP Brand, they have the kit for the clearing of minion wave. They just need that one penalty zone from Flap TZ. Whoever target that they can have, because it's Super Marco as, or it's Brody as their a gold laner, so damage is not a problem for them.
Oh, what's going to be a problem here possibly is for AP Brand. This Lord on the bot side really becoming difficult to deal with. A lot of pokes coming in for Omega.
AP Brand is struggling to clear the wave. They took a few hits from not just Etomax, but also Kelra. And they're losing the range battle. Omega has vision, Omega has range. Near, mid, far. AP Brand struggling, folks. I don't think the 1.5k advantage here from Smart Omega tells the whole story.
That's true. This feels like such a difficult fight now for AP Brand. With Atoy R just dodging it on the sides.
He's just the bait, and the investment plan this time around for Omega is to have someone go for a play that will somehow split the attention of AP Brand.
Oh!
Precise kill.
There it is! I said it was possible, and they made it happen 11 minutes, 40 seconds in. Few goes, and now Flap DZ looking for one. Penalty zone into the Filipino Savage. He backs off. Flap DZ gonna get popped here. Etomax gets the kill, and now Omega, they're gonna lean hard on this advantage, but no, Super Marco takes out the Filipino Savage. Chakno goes as well. 2K.
Oh, wow, what a flicker.
Bulletproof Marco. And Matt here rolling out. They were in there a little too long. Overcommitment from the barangay.
Stayed way too long and it was punished very harshly by AP Brand.
Indeed, overstayed for Omega, and at the same time, if ever Omega wants to go for a longer team fight, Super Marco has the win of nature, so it's very crucial for them, although they have the potential to actually win that team fight. But AP Brand, they're just ready, even for the flickers for both Ogwen and even Super Marco on that moment is really on point.
Super surprising. There's so much standing gold on the tower on the map right now for AP Brand to take. Those towers on mid, bot, and top. Omega's only ahead by about a few, but again, you can really feel the Novatrix right now, can you?
At this
Right
point,
in front.
and everywhere, basically. It's not about how much gold it is anymore. It's about how you can get to it. That's why that 1.5k, now just 800 gold, felt so massive. Because Omega, look at this, they're blitzing the Lord, and Omega are so confident. AP Brand can't even answer now. The Minoan Fury coming in, the big old taunt. They're gonna pop Flap easier.
Kelra's down!
But at what cost? Kelra goes down! Lord still at a third of his health.
Ogwen's here.
And there's the Poissons coming in. Kyle DZ not done with Matt. He says, stay here with a taunt. And Super Marco gonna go ahead, put his eyes on to this Lord. AP Brand want this. AP Brand need this. They secure it. All this while, Ryota work in the long lane.
Okay, so the call now for AP Brand during that time is just force Omega to back away and for us to be able to get this turret at the middle lane. So it was a nice movement for them. Even Super Marco was a part of the team fight if ever Omega initiates. Now, the problem here for Omega is that, again, the information that Ryota is going to go for the split push has been already revealed. Hence, Super Marco and Ogwen is always there just to clear the minion that he wants to push.
All right, so yeah, we talked about all the standing goal right now. That's going to be up for grabs for AP Brand here. That might close the gap here a little bit. Flap TZ looking for a play. Kelra looking like he is the key. And AP Brand knows it. Taking half a Novatrix combo will definitely whittle down the long-range capabilities of Omega.
Ooh.
How will AP Brand do it?
Echo thrown out.
Ooh.
They got eyes on Few and Flap TZ. Lord marching up top. Oh, Ryota forced to respond. His team needs him. Smart Omega gonna lose their top lane inhibitor, but they will clear the Lord. They can breathe for now.
Yep, and AP Brand, they are forced to back away because, for Smart Omega, there is an opportunity for them to go for another setup play because they have the Novatrix combo. And AP Brand at 2k gold lead. For Super Marco, though, I want to know his item later on. But yeah, for this one, for Keller, first time Keller was killed at the bottom lane. there was no wind of nature. This time around, we might see a 1v1. Okay,
Here's
so
item.
C. Halbert for Super Marco. So since majority of the players of Omega is on the sustain side, hence the C. Halbert. What's interesting for Smart Omega is no one actually built a possible immortality for them as early as now, because sometimes that's an investment plan just for you to be able to throw your buddy and then, okay, take me as a bait.
All right. I'll take it. I'll take the fall, and then we'll probably get something for it.
Yeah, at this point,
Yeah.
I think for the Barangay, immortalities are too expensive. Not like FWD life insurance, very affordable. But
Oh yeah, for sure.
their turrets, they really need to make sure that they protect him even more, because Ryota's movements, they're not free, man. Ryota's movements, they cost something. Even if it looks like he's making bank, he's the only one making bank.
That's true. Right now, I think for Omega, yeah, they gotta be more on the offensive side of things. Bank in all the shots that you can get from Itamax and Kelra. Try to will down the members of AB Brand before the match starts, or before the fight starts, which right now could happen soon with the Lord coming up in 10 seconds here. What's the position gonna be looking like? I think AB Brand now is super aware of where Ryota is.
Yeah.
They're hunting him down, they're looking for him. But it does cost them. Leo's right. It's costing them a lot as well.
Yeah, because every time Ryota is at the top lane, Ogun and Super Marco is both at the top lane as well. So yeah, for AP Bren, they just really need to look forward from the entry point from Ryota, because he is the one that has damage and could actually secure a kill against Super Marco, which is, by the way, in a position that is somehow risky.
Ooh, Chakno playing footsie with Flapteezy. The dance has begun. Lord at neutral. Flapteezy and Matt going mano-y-mano. 2/3 of the health on the Lord still up. Look at Ryota. He's forcing you to respond.
That's a huge push here from
Wow.
Ryota.
That's
And
it.
him could go down. And does.
He got it.
What's he doing?
That's permanent damage on to the base of AP Bren. Just barely 1,000 gold ahead here as the Lord gets pulled over. Slightly advantaged for the Barangay. Matt going for more. He wants to pull deeper.
It's as close gets here, ladies and
Whoa.
gents. Map looks the same for both sides. Both inhibitors on top for both of them right now. Crucial. This pull is so crucial for Matt.
Yep.
AP Brent having a hard time positioning.
Oh no, Ryota managing that long lane so well.
They're forcing a reset. Kalti, okay.
He got it.
That's a reset right now. And of course, a push from
Whoa.
Apbr here. Chaknu.
Ogwen here blasted. Forced to use the Holy Healing and the Holy Baptism sooner than he expected. And just like that, we're back to square one.
Take note that Chakno's flicker has been used. During that moment, Ryota... Okay, wait. Later on.
Where's Kelra? Where's
We'll
Etamax?
talk about it in just a bit, because even Flapteezy is holding on to his penalty zone as the Lord here slightly favored for the Barangay. Matt keeping his eyes on it, and it looks like they're going to have to change their priorities as Chakno gets caught right in the middle of this scuffle. Super Marco puts them stacks on him. Ryota going to respond from the back. They pop Matt's immortality,
Ooh.
and they're going to burst the rookie jungler. Super Marco gets a kill.
So,
And, well, how the turns of table here.
yup, very detrimental for Omega, because it was actually Matt. So what's nice for AP Bren is they can actually force this Lord. Although we have Chakno
Whoa.
and the rest of the players of Omega.
Flapteezy looking for a big old taunt.
Ugh.
Misses the mark. Ryota punching up Flapteezy. We've seen this rivalry. We've seen the hammer versus the fist for months on end now. And the Lord here, a fifth of its health left. Who's gonna take it? Astral Echo thrown out by the Barangay captain as Flapteezy presses the button. Retribution. Ryota gets taunted up. Is there enough stacks? Penalty zone keeping him down.
Immortality.
Pop. And the Brazer's rat enough to put him in the ground.
Looks like it is game time here for AP Bren, maximizing Matt being down for that Lord take.
Yup, timing right on spot here as well for Kaltizi on that Appraiser's Wrath, just to secure that kill against Ryota. Very crucial for them, because it was actually Ryota that is making their time hard, because Ryota is just doing the split push. And yep, AP Bren is now at the 3.8k gold lead though.
Here we go. It might have been Ogwen this time. Popped by Kelra. That's a man down for AP Bren. They're going to have to keep themselves in check, because the Lord is marching up top. Flapteezy and Kyle Teasy puts up a great wall. AP Bren gets to walk away.
Yeah, and actually it might be worse for them. I don't know if they can capitalize on this Lord. There's no way for them to push until they take a fight here against Omega, and they're a man down.
Now, that's a good point, Rockhart, because for AP Bren, the problem for them is that since they have a roamer that is more on the support side, there's no initiator, a heavy initiator. Flapteezy could be one, but it's difficult for them because, or it's going to be difficult for Flapteezy because he's up against what? Chaknu and even Ryota that has high continuity in terms of crowd control.
Right. Just keep the ball rolling. You can keep the ball rolling. And Ogwin, yeah, one of the squishier supports you can ever pick in this game.
Yeah, it's so odd seeing how he engages because most of the time, like 2 out of 3 times, he's forced to react.
Yeah.
Because of the nature of Omega's lineup.
Omega, you're just playing as scrappy as they do. This is what they are. This is what we're known for.
That's why we're on the road to greatest games again, folks.
Exactly.
We're past the 20-minute mark, and it's not clear who's in the lead.
Last game was 28 minutes.
That's right.
So this might be a record-breaking because, again, we have 2 sustain. Earlier, it was just AP Brand that has sustain type of lineup. So Flapteezy now has another physical defense item, Anti-Karas. So we might see him find Kelra on that penalty zone all for once. That's very crucial. I mean, they really need to find Kelra, maybe even Etomax.
Yeah, more Etomax, I think.
More Etomax,
because Kelra kind of puts himself in a position wherein he plays both bait and glass cannon.
Right, yep.
More Etomax. Etomax is so good at protecting himself. And mind you, he still has both Astral Recall and a Flicker.
Also has not died in this game yet.
No,
Exactly.
1-0-4. Since this is more of a range hero and it's really difficult for Flapteezy to find. So that's now the difference in terms of the fighters. We have Paquito and Flapteezy. So for AP Brand, since they have AOE crowd control, they want a team fight with Flapteezy in front. Now for Omega, he can go at the backside and assassinate a specific player from AP Brand's side.
All right, that's obviously that's a little bit easier said than done, but if they want to get ahead, that's exactly what they have to do. Right now, though, with Kyle Teasy, he's actually starting this quite early, and he's putting the Lord very, very low. I don't see any split push potential from AP Bren, so I don't know what they're pulling here.
Nope.
Yeah, so this is an interesting way to actually handle this objective right now.
It's weird. It's reverse psychology. The team that can't split the map hard, the team that has very low, long lane defense, is the one that forces the Lord Blitz.
Huh.
And it's now catching Omega off guard. They're like, wait, why is Bren doing this? What is this?
Yeah, Super Marco as well. He's going to show himself on bottom side. And look at this. Omega's hunting on the other side. They're like, they know what's up. They know something's wrong here.
I mean, these are the moments wherein Smart Omega will do something that is extraordinary because sometimes you just really have to force. I mean, all the other games for both, they leave their junglers on this heavy Lord Dance and they go for that extraordinary play.
Speaking of Lord Dance, we're about to hit the crescendo. Lord here at a 1/5 of its health. And Matt and Kyle Teasy, their fingers on the retribution button. It's got to come close. I'm not so sure if a reset is even in our midst here because both of them look like they're committed. Both teams now to a 1/10 of its health. Dear Lord, Matt goes in, says it's time to roll out. Penalty zone coming in, and they blast him. Matt, for the love of God, still gets the Lord. How? Why? And now Chaknu pays the price. I'd say it's worth it. They pop Flapteezy's immortality. Ryota's pushed down bottom lane.
Pretty much so. What do you expect? What do you expect from a clash between the Hive and the Barangay? Exactly what it is. Matt, the first objective he gets this whole series.
And we've mentioned earlier that for Matt, these are the games we're in. On the most crucial parts, he gets that objective. This is the perfect example out of the 28-minute game and then this 24-minute game. Now the first retribution secure on this Lord. So Omega has to capitalize on this. They were able to secure 2 inhibitor turrets. So it's some more of them on how they will flow their minion wave of the middle lane. So the pressure, okay, so bottom lane is a bit too early for them. So Kit, in terms of clearing of minion wave, AP Bren can clear this one because they have Super Marco on that torn apart memory.
What? I'm still not over it.
Yeah.
With that
Me too.
retribution steal, it was a 4v5 effectively. Ryota was pushing down bottom. Matt of Smart Omega fit a Peterbilt truck into a one-story bungalow, and now Hokwin. They're inside the base. This is an evolved Lord. This hurts.
It's gonna hurt. It is a 4v5 though. Pretty far away.
They pop the immortality onto Kyle Teasy. AP Brent defending for their lives. In comes Trap Teasy and Few. The penalty zone spent in already. Few with a Minnow and Fury, but Kelra takes him down. Point blank. It's a 4v5 attack onto AP Brent's base, and they're holding on for dear life. They do take down the Lord, but they are a man down. Oh, the Barangay smell blood.
Yep, that's gonna be a 4v5 now in favor of the Barangay. Looking for their win.
Oh, inside the base, Chaknu comes in with a Minoan Fury. Oh, the winner truncheon from Kyle Teasy. Watch the base, folks. Watch the base. Ryota coming in with a full combo. And there's a torn apart memory. Ryota lives with but 1 HP. And they're still here. Bombed away from the Filipino Savage. Immortality purchased here by the new general. AP Brent holding on for dear life. They're still in it.
30 seconds remaining for Few, and the wave is coming in. It's crashing into the base. He's low. Oh, Matt, Matty Boy.
Top and bottom, bottom and top. Matt's still alive. Popped his immortality. Ogwin here, a third of his health. Super Marco attacking the minions, clearing the waves the old-fashioned way. The Hive, the Bees, they hold on.
What a nice defense by AP Brent during that time, and we saw actually Ogwen to build Blood Wings, so high power, high magic power means higher heal. And at the same time, even the first kill for the Rafaela could potentially clear minion wave. So right now, every resource that AP Brent could hold on to, they need on this game. So this is an even ball game. Again, we have another Lord. So that team fight, or that sequence, was after a previous Lord team fight. We have another Lord team fight. This is, again, going to be a long one.
This is going to be harder for AP Brent, though, because all our inhibs are down. So the minions are going to push in harder, and Omega knows it. They're blitzing it.
Flap TZ goes in, penalty zone, taken out just as quickly. Astral Echo helping all of this out, and now Ryota going to help take down Few, popping his immortality. Here comes Ogwin, the big old bonk, appraiser draft from Kyle TZ. Few goes down, it's a 3v5 as the Barangay assert dominance in the pit.
A bit too early though on that penalty zone from Flap TZ, so even Few was forced to back him up because this is going to be a very crucial Lord for them. 50 seconds, 60 seconds. Oh, I mean, it's hard for AP Brent to defend this one. Omega has the minion wave at the bottom lane.
Hard is an understatement.
Oh, yeah, boy.
It's nigh impossible.
It's almost impossible here right now, to be honest. 45 seconds on flat, I don't think he's even going to make it. And Omega, they're like shark in the water. They smell the chum. It's churning in, and they're working their way towards AP Brent base.
Oh, like Walter Kovacs put up on his sign, the end is nigh. As the Lord marches in, Ogwin gets popped, and now the Barangay stand tall. Game number 2 goes their way. We're going all the way.